Hello, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and author. And this is the numerology reading and energy forecast for Life Path 1 for August of 2024. This is the numerology reading and energy forecast for Life Path 1 for August of 2024. So welcome, Life Path 1. I'm very happy you're here. And so I've already pulled the cards and confirmed with Spirit that I have the correct cards for you. Spirit had me use a different deck today. So I'm using the Sacred She Tarot. I don't have the box nearby, but I'm using Sacred She Tarot. And I'm just going to tell you the themes of the month. Normally the second card is a challenge, or a reversal or something like that. So Spirit said not to do that today. So these 5 cards will reflect your themes for the month, things we need to be mindful of, and we will share how to best work with these energies. Remember, nothing I say is ever predictive or taking away your own intuitive power and your ability to connect with yourself and know what's right for your life. So these are about the energies for your month. And the other thing Spirit wanted me to share is Spirit's advising that folks begin to connect with their own intuition. And as I was preparing for this, Spirit was saying that, just to tell them, begin to, pull your cards for the month, begin to get, access and cultivate that own relationship within yourself. And that it could just be one card, it could be 2 or 3, just pull your card for your month so that you can get guidance about how to best work with the energies of your life and as you move forward. And it can be very empowering, and it can strengthen your intuition and help you to begin to trust yourself in what you receive. Okay, so we're going to begin. And the first card, this card popped out of the deck. And so this was the Karma card, right? Very pretty. The next card we have is the Dream Weaver card, right? This is cute. So it's an older man, a more mature man with a child on his lap. And then there's a cat, there's a lamb, and there's a frog. So there's a lot of life in this card. Okay. Yeah, and different cycles of life. Okay. Scrutiny. Okay. So you're going to have to pay attention and be aware. Joy. Awesome. 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 And power. 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 Okay. So wonderful. So let me just first say that my hands are oily. Let me just first say that you got 2 cards that have to do with, in the Rider-Waite, they would be considered the court cards. So power, excuse me, would be the equivalent of the King of Swords. And then you have the Dreamweaver, which would be the equivalent of, I want to say, the Queen of Cups. Let me check the book. I love this deck. It's an awesome, awesome deck. With cups. Where's the swords? I'm pretty sure this is what this is. Yeah. Yeah. The King of Cups. So. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is that it seems like for the month of August 2024, Life Path 1, you're going to be working with some cycles. You're going to be working with some cycles. You're going to be working with some karmic cycles, maybe some things that have been going on in your life, have been needing to be completed. And you're going to be in an energy of balancing things and bringing things possibly to a conclusion. So yes, so the Karma card is basically the Temperance card in the Rider-Waite deck. So you're really going to be working with the energies of finding your balance and making sure you keep one foot grounded and one foot in your emotional space. So that's just I'm just giving you my first impressions. And the other thing I want to say for Life Path 1 for 2020, Life Path 1 for August 2024, is that you also have 2 major arcana here. So you have the Karma card, which is basically temperance, right? And then you have the Joy card, which is the Sun card in the Rider-Waite. And interestingly enough, what I also think I'm noticing, Life Path 1, you have a lot of animal energy here. So I'm receiving, excuse me, I'm receiving for you That's for you, that means rebirth. Because there's about 10 animals in 5 cards, which I think is really, really interesting. Because like I said, you have the frog, you have the cat, you have the lamb, you have a child, and you have an older man. Oh wait, there's a bird here too. Okay, okay. Yeah, so there's a frog, there's a bird, there's a lamb, there's a cat. The child and the older man are about, that spectrum of innocence and wisdom. You have another child here in the joy card. Yeah, and in the joy card, we have a horse, a kangaroo who has a baby, another bird. I think it's a parrot, a crow, a dog, a dolphin, and a horse. Beautiful. Yeah. So there's a lot of energy of rebirth here. There's a lot of energy of rebirth. I think this is really beautiful. Interesting. Interesting. And then you have two what are considered king cards in the Rider-Waite deck. And so there's a lot of things. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here between being at the pinnacle of your thoughts, and that means handling your thoughts in a mature way, working with the energy of your mind in a mature way, in a way that's more incisive and logical and to your betterment and your greater good. And then you have the King of Cups energy. It's like you're also working with your emotions in a more mature way, where you're handling things emotionally better and you're like mastering your emotions better. Okay. Then we have the energy of scrutiny here. And so the energy of scrutiny is, it's right here. So the energy of scrutiny is that you will be scrutinizing your thoughts for August of 2024. And what that means is that you're going to be looking at your thoughts and evaluating them in a deeper way, which would make sense because, okay, interesting, because you have the scrutiny card around the joy card, and then you have the being very in tune with your thoughts and being the masters of your thoughts card. And so what I'm receiving for you, Life Path 1, is that this will be a way for you to really use your thinking to cultivate more joy in your life. Because these cards are really, really interesting. And so your themes for the month of for you, Life Path 1, are rebirth and temperance and balance. I'm getting there's a lot of rebirth energy because it's so interesting that there's so many animals here, because there's like basically like 11 animals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's 12 animals here. And there's a lot of sweet animals here. Dogs, cats, lambs, kangaroos. The kangaroo is actually a mother. She has the little baby kangaroo in her pouch, dolphins, horses, so there's a lot of energy of and maybe this is something you're trying to cultivate in your life. Maybe there is a energy of reconnecting to innocence, an energy of reconnecting with that is what is all the things that bring you joy that have always been within you. And then maybe this is a time in your life for August of 2024, Life Path 1, to reconnect with the things that bring you joy, reconnect with the things that inspire you, because it's coming up as a major theme in your life. So it seems that you this is something spirit really wants you to embrace and do. And maybe this is something you've been thinking about. Maybe you've been thinking about reconnecting and embracing certain aspects that bring you joy in your life. So the fact, I don't know if you are an animal lover, whether animals are very important to you, or maybe this is a side of yourself that you maybe felt like you couldn't access, and because maybe it seems like you had more serious things to take care of. But with this karma card here, and in the karma card, if you look closely at it, oh wait, in the karma card, there's another animal. There's an owl. And I looked at this card with a friend. She said there's some birds in here too. So there's a lot of animals coming up for you. And I want to say, I don't know if maybe life path one, maybe you have an animal totem, um, an animal you work with, animals you feel connected to. And so spirit is saying, like, immerse yourself in that animal energy because it can bring a lot of healing for your life. It can bring a lot of gifts. And the thing about animals is that animals are very innocent and they're very pure. And maybe there's also maybe a way for you, life path one, to access unconditional love. And so maybe there's a theme coming up for you of unconditional love with all of these animals here, and a way for you, and spirit is encouraging you to tap into that energy of unconditional love for your life. Because spirit is just saying that unconditional love is a way to embrace parts of ourselves that we felt like were unembraceable. Now that's not a word, but that's just what I received. And so spirit is saying, spirit is encouraging you on a path of unconditional love, and to embrace the parts of yourself that previously may have felt like, were maybe in your shadow, or that you didn't feel like were lovable. And I think that's what's coming forward for you, life path one, that this is a season of finding your balance, right? Embracing your balance, finding, is it not necessarily finding your balance within certain karmic cycles, because in here, if you look closely, you see it's the yin and yang symbol. And so yin and yang is always about balance, and the karmic cycle is also about balance as well. So spirit is encouraging you to embrace finding balance in your life and using the balance you've already cultivated, or you're on the path of cultivating, with the king of with the dream weaver energy and the power energy of balancing your thoughts and your emotions, because you have two court cards here, two king cards here, that would be interpreted as being at the height of knowing how to work with your mind and your emotions. And then we have the center of it, you like scrutinizing and you really looking at these things and beginning to embrace more joy and unconditional love in your life. And spirit is also saying, life path one, that this is an opportunity also to embrace more it just went out my head, more joy and fulfillment in your life. Of course, more joy, but more fulfillment, so you can feel more fulfilled. And again, the theme of unconditional love is coming up for you, and that you deserve unconditional love, and that, excuse me, by tapping into this inner energy of joy, you can begin to cultivate that within yourself. Because the balancing of the emotions and the thinking, these are things that help us these are things that help us create joy in our lives. There are things that help us to, because once our emotions and our mind is balanced, and things and the scale, and again, and the scale is balanced, we can kind of take ourselves off the karmic cycle of the ups and downs and being kind of run by our emotions and our feelings and our thoughts, being totally in our head and totally a slave to our emotions. The karmic card is here to say that, you are finding this balance, and which is wonderful for you. And now it's about cultivating greater joy and unconditional love within yourself. And this card here is the scrutiny card. It's saying that, to get to a place of balancing your emotions, balancing your mind, and joy and unconditional love, you really have to be mindful, and you have to scrutinize things. You have to look at everything that comes for you, life path one, and you have to just not take anything at face value. Whatever you're thinking, paying attention to, really scrutinize it, really look at it, and really focus in, because that's how you bring more harmony in your life. You just can't let things just wash over you overcome you, you know, feel like you're powerless in the face of them. You have to scrutinize things, slow things down, and look at them and not just take things at face value. Because, sometimes, especially in this world, life can be moving so fast. We'll just be like, oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. And Spirit is saying, no, you have to be mindful, and you have to be focused in your attention so you can have what it is that you want. And the fact that the scrutiny card is right next to the joy card, I think your focus will help you to tap in and act. And also, like I said previously, we have two swords cards surrounding the joyous child, our joyous child. Okay. So I hope that is helpful, and I hope that is making sense for you. Let me see if Spirit has anything else to say here. So Spirit is saying something interesting. So Spirit is saying that karma is not a say it again. Hold on. That karma is not a barrier to joy. Karma can actually be a way for you to access it. That we've all had many different cycles in life, and we've all been many things. And a lot of times with karma, people focus on the negative and they think it's a negative, but it's not. It's just, from my understanding, the way I embrace the idea of karma, karma is not a punishment. Karma is just patterns we've learned over lifetimes and how to handle and manage certain situations. But it's not about a punishment. It's about how the energetic means by which we've learned to handle certain life situations. But Spirit is saying and encouraging you, Life Path 1, to use this karma, this energy of balance and reframing to access greater unconditional love. And that Spirit is saying that can be your gateway into unconditional love. And Spirit is also saying for you, Life Path 1, to also pay attention to your dreams. And that you may, for the month of August and maybe beyond, you may be receiving more animals in your dreams, which is very interesting. More animal symbols, and the animals may be speaking to you in your dreams. And that when the animals are speaking to you in your dreams, Life Path 1, it is to give you more guidance and more unconditional love. And so Spirit is saying, like, so the messages you receive from the animals in your dreams, try to write them down to the best of your ability when you wake up. I know that's hard, and it takes a while to train ourselves to do it, but you can. You just have to kind of do some programming of yourself before you go to sleep. It may take a while to come online, but it can definitely be, accessed, and it can improve. It takes time, but it can improve. And so Spirit is saying the animals also will be talking to you in your dreams, Life Path 1. What would you like to say about the scrutiny card? Scrutiny just means attention, and that in this phase of your life, Life Path 1, you have to just pay attention. Pay attention to what you're being fed, and pay attention to what you're receiving from others. And Spirit is saying the messages you receive from others what you're receiving from other people may not have the intention of being not great for you, but that's how you take it in, and that's the impact it has on you. So just be very careful with the information you're taking in from other people. And just be aware of the impact it may have on you and what you need to deflect. So Spirit is saying that a lot of times you'll be receiving something from other people that's not yours to take in. It's like people want to serve you something, and Spirit is saying, no, you don't need, like, they're trying to serve you something that's not good for you. And it doesn't mean like bad or detrimental, just like, it's just, sometimes people just be talking nonsense, or people, a lot of what people do is they talk from a very unconscious place. They're just like, talking from a undeveloped mental place, and they're just like, and sometimes they'll just be putting out their fears and phobias onto you, and they're saying, you just scrutinize that, and you be like, no, I'm not going to just take in what you just said to me, even though their intention is not to do harm. And a lot of people just have unconscious conversations, because they're not in control of their thoughts and thinking. So what would you like to say about joy, Spirit? And Spirit is encouraging for August of 2024 to begin to embrace the childlike innocence that you once had a connection to. This may have been through animals, drawing, creative pursuits, artistry. And Spirit is saying, just embrace that and connect with that joy, that unconditional love within yourself, and the spirit of innocence. It's interesting. Okay. What else would you like to say about the power card here? And Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of your thinking, don't be afraid of your thoughts, and don't be afraid of the power that you're cultivating when it comes to your mind. It's not a bad thing at all, and use it to your advantage. Oh, this is interesting. I just realized that this looks like a suit. I didn't know that. Interesting. This is a suit, and the sword is actually a tie, and this is actually a bow, and this is actually a collar. Okay. That's very, very interesting. I love these cards. These are such a great deck. Okay. All right. Is there anything else, Spirit? So, okay. And the Spirit has me using all new decks today. And so the next deck we're using is the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle. So this deck is by Amanda Ellis. She's a YouTuber on here on YouTube. Y'all may or may not be familiar with her, but she's wonderful. I love her work. Her work actually inspired me to start my own channel because I love what she brings forth. Okay, so I have a couple of her decks. And so this is the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle, and that can be found at amandaellis.com. And so she works with Archangel Metatron. I think Archangel Metatron is one of her guides. Okay. So Archangel Metatron, please give some guidance and wisdom for life path 1. August of 2024. Thank you. Thank you. One card for August of 2024, Archangel Metatron. These cards are beautiful and they shuffle so well. See, they have gold edges. She did a great job with this deck. It comes with a thick book. Look how thick this book is. It comes with a thick book. Wonderful. One message to life path 1, Archangel Metatron. I feel like a card wants to pop out. This card keeps on sticking out. So the card like pops out. That'll be your card, life path 1. I mean, shuffle beautiful. I think this is the first time I've used this deck in a video. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you're gonna come out, come out. If you want me to pull it, I can pull it. So for you, life path 1, we have the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life. It says here, Tree of Life, travel on. So we're going to go to the book and see what Archangel Metatron has to say. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You have drawn the Tree of Life card to remind you that life is both a journey from spirit to earth and from earth back to spirit. This mission is special, and so are you who walk its paths. There may be times when you feel stuck along life's pathways. Yet, wherever you are, there are blessings and learnings and explorations to be done. There is no place you are supposed to be and no missed path that you didn't take. All roads converge back to the same point. There are no wrong turns or right turns, just different approaches to the same destination. You will meet others on life's path who seem to be going faster. Do not judge them, since you do not know on what part of the path they started. There is no one in front of you or behind you. The truth is, you are all moving along the same grid lines in different waves and movements. Metatron sits at the top of the tree of life, helping you birth and descend and welcoming you when you climb back up. Archangel Sandalphon sits at the bottom, a perfect angelic anchor and compass point from which signals are sent out to guide you on. I know I read that sentence a little clunky, but so they're saying that Archangel Metatron sits at the top and Archangel Sandalphon sits at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to read that sentence that I read before that was kind of clunky. Archangel Sandalphon sits at the bottom, a perfect angelic anchor and compass point from which signals are sent out to guide you on. The trick is to enjoy the journey. See all of it as important, all equally valid. Every experience and person you meet along the way and all that you learn make you the person that you are. Look at the card. Which sphere, Simperov, speaks to you? Is it the sphere's color or position on the tree that strikes you? Feel into this. What does it say to you about the stage of your life experience? So I'm going to hold this card up for you, Life Path 1. And so they're saying here, look at the tree of life and see which color or orb speaks to you. And then try to focus in on it and see if there's a message there for you. So I'm just holding this card up so you can focus in on the tree of life. Okay. There you go. Do you feel as though you are working your way up or down the tree? Do you feel static and or unmoving? Judge none of it. You are where you are, and Metatron can see you. You are not lost or forgotten or unable to be seen. The Creator's light is shining down upon you and encouraging you to enjoy this journey of life, and your time here on this planet. Look again at the card. Seek now the next place on the tree you wish to travel to. What does this represent to you? What are your expectations? And what do you need to experience? Journey on. You are doing well, and all is as it should be. The tree is secure, and so is your place on it. So travel on and travel on. This is a beautiful message. So, life can be very confusing. Life can be very temperamental. And oftentimes we give ourselves a really, really hard time because we don't feel like we are where we should be. And Spirit is saying that is not the case. Even in our most difficult circumstances, we are where we are in the right place, and nothing is wasted, nothing is lost, and we learn from everything we experience, even the most difficult things. And I know that is one of the hardest lessons we learn in this lifetime, because, Earth can be painful. The third dimension can be very painful. It can be very isolating. It can make you feel very insecure on many, many different levels. But Archangel Metatron is here to assure us that we are doing the work we came to do. It's okay if it's imperfect. It's okay if it's not smooth, but to trust yourself, trust your process, and focus on, this is what I'm telling you. That's not what the book said, but I want to say, focus on cultivating your joy in August and reconnecting with your joy and animals and the things that are most supportive to you on this tree of life. Okay. So this was really beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. So I hope this message resonated with you, Life Path 1. if you'd like a intuitive healing session with me, that information is in the description box below. I use an energy healing form. I use a form of healing called Divine Healing Master Key, a beautiful, beautiful form of energy healing where I connect with my higher self. And through my higher self, I'm guided towards what you need to heal and repair in your energy body. And you receive messages from your spirit guides. And I also use the tarot in that process as well, to give you an expanded experience. So if you like an intuitive healing session, that information is going to be in the description box below. But for the month of August, Life Path 1, I really, really hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope that you have, it has spoke to you in some way. I thought this was really lovely. And, you know, your cards for the month look really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of supportive energies around you. A lot of supportive energies. And for the month of August, you have two cards that have to do with major arcana. And so these are very important themes, life themes that you'll be becoming more aware of for your life in August. So peace and blessings to you. If you like this video, please leave me a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a small channel, but it's mighty and I love it and we're growing it. And so please stay with us. And I hope to see you next month. Peace.